It's just the right thing.
And we're back with episode 73 of Sounds of Struggle. What up, motherfuckers? I'm Chris Perish.
I can't think of anybody with 73.
Michael Ryder.
Never heard of him.
Also,
Never heard of that guy from PEI who won a cup with Boston. Never heard of him.
Oh. Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of people who wore 37, but somebody else had the number, so they took 73. Yeah, we gotta have something better than Michael Ryder.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. We, in the process, are gonna start talking about the NHL playoffs.
Sure.
Because round two's been a little bit of alright so far.
A little bit of all right for show.
Just to see what everyone is thinking about. Okay, how are Meniac and Perish doing on their playoff predictions? Well, as of right now, Vegas is up 2-1 on San Jose Sharks. Questionable one loss they had,
That was bullshit.
as they had a goal turned no goal in overtime. Very questionable goalie interference call. We don't think it should have been an interference call.
Brendan Gallagher wore 73 for 1 year with Montreal. 2013.
His rookie year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They never want to wear that number.
Charlie McCavery for Boston. He's
McAvoy?
actually- Whatever. Same thing. McCavery, McAvoy. Same thing.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Point is, a key part of the defensive core of Boston this year in the playoffs.
Yep.
Where is it? Brandon Peary.
You should have known that one. He was a Blackhawk.
Brandon Peary?
Yeah.
He didn't wear it with the Blackhawks, though.
No, he didn't.
He wore it with Panthers, New York, and Vegas this year.
Yeah.
Toffoli. How do we not think of Tyler Toffoli?
Because we don't watch the Kings that much.
But he's so good.
Yeah. But
But
we were too busy watching them get beat up by Vegas. So,
anyways, that's it. Michael Ryder. No one else of notoriety.
yeah. So, Vegas is up 2-1. So we're both kind of even there with us both picking Vegas.
Yep.
Right now, it's 4-4 in the third period between Winnipeg and Nashville in Game
Hell of a
3.
game.
The series is tied 1-1.
It's not 4-4 anymore.
No?
51 seconds left. It's 6-4 Winnipeg.
Wow, okay, so the series is probably going to be 2-1 Winnipeg after 3.
Washington beat Pittsburgh. It's 2-1 for the Capitals.
So we're both wrong on the Winnipeg-Nashville.
Yes. Well, as of right now.
As of right now, you're leading on the Washington-Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then we go to the other one in the East, which is Boston
Tampa.
and Tampa
And they're
Bay,
tied.
and they're tied 1-1. That series, the big guns in Tampa have to start producing if they want to win that series.
Eh.
Guys like Stamkos and Kucherov need to start getting going. If they don't get going, they have no shot at winning that series. Kind of see that Boston seems to be more willing to grind it out, play that kind of a series.
They're being more physical, and they're faster.
Yeah.
They're a fast young team, so it's
Tampa really has to start getting their big guns going, or else this is going to be, I think, a 5-game series for Boston.
could be.
But someone who took Tampa Bay, oh man, do I hope Stamkos and Kucherov find their game and start going.
And Hedman finds his game defensively. He was kind of shaky first game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I put more onus on their forwards, because if they can play a better game and get more possession time with the puck, then you're not letting your defense have to play so much time.
Yeah, I agree. You don't need defense or a goalie as long as your forwards are going. Fuck the defense.
I'm just saying, you need your forwards to actually be a little bit more productive.
That's
Can't expect your D and goalie to always bail you out.
Unless you're Vegas and Fleury's been on fire.
Yeah, that helps, and their defense are honestly helping out a lot with their production as well, as Colin Miller started off the scoring for Vegas last game. But I mean, then again,
Wild Bill's fucking killing it still.
And Martinsville playing very well. Still don't know why Florida let him go, and I still don't know why.
Ekblad.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they let go Martinsville and they let go Yager, who was actually gelling with Barkov. Doesn't surprise me that they didn't make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then I just don't understand why. It's not like Anaheim let Shea Theodore go in the draft. They actually protected him. He didn't get picked, and then they still traded him to Vegas.
Yep.
And then now he is absolutely killing it in the playoffs right now.
Yep.
So, don't know what Anaheim's thinking, but I'm glad you guys are A, eliminated, and B, hoping that you had him still, because you guys can suck a giant duck-sized dick.
It's not very big then.
Well, no, like the size of a duck.
Oh, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
That's why I said duck-sized
It's
dick.
got feathers and stuff?
It's a quacksucker.
Right on. Right on. So, how about that draft order?
Yeah, so another thing, we found out the order of the draft as they had the draft lottery on, I believe it was Saturday?
Yes,
yeah, during
yes.
the show we were talking about it.
Yeah.
And the Buffalo Sabres finally won something.
They're still gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, they'll probably pick some, like, guy from Belarus or something.
Pretty much, yeah, probably.
Not saying that there's anything wrong with the guys from Belarus. It's just they're not the top guy.
Yeah, then, was it the terrible franchise that is known as the Carolina Hurricanes, pick number 2.
Yeah, and they jumped up quite heavily to get number
It was
2.
like 13-2, I think.
Yeah, so just to show that, yes, whoever thought before that you only could jump up 6 spots, yeah, it's not
You're an idiot.
Every single pick between 1 and 3 now, it's an individual lottery. So they pick the team for 1, they pick another team for 2, and another one 3. Then you go back to the draft order, which means your Blackhawks are what, 9th?
8th.
8th, yeah, and the Oilers.
We dropped 1 spot to 8.
Yeah, the Oilers fell 1 spot to 10th. So, who's doing 9?
The New York Rangers. So the overall, it's Buffalo, Carolina, Montreal,
Yep.
then Ottawa, Coyotes, Red Wings, those pieces of shit from out west.
Vancouver.
Very good. And my team, then the Rangers, then your team,
Oilers.
then the
Back-to-back Islander picks.
Islanders, and the Islanders.
Because they
Then-
one of their picks is from Calgary, from the
Yeah.
Hamonic trade.
I believe it's the little number 12 was that.
Yeah.
Then Dallas, and Philly, then Florida.
Yeah, and then the rest of it is going to be obviously decided about the playoffs. I think a lot of that, like the next, I believe it was 8 teams actually, got decided because, I mean, there's teams that got eliminated from the first round. So, yeah. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see kind of how. Oh no, it'd be really funny to see how Vegas got a top 5 pick last year.
Yeah, I want to say they had 4 or 5.
Yeah, and that's just because they're the expansion. I think they had the 4th pick, but had the ability to move up
Yeah.
with the lottery. But yeah, I mean, they're looking at a team who could have like a 26th for like around that area
Yep.
of draft picks. So, I mean,
Potentially more.
first year, that's not a bad jump, Vegas. So, that pretty much does it for hockey.
Not quite. So we talked
No?
about Vegas. What about the Hart Trophy finalists?
Oh,
what do
yeah,
you think
the
of them?
awards. So the nominees were Kopitar, McKinnon, and Taylor Hall, right?
Yes.
Clearly, in my eyes, it only matters now if your team makes the playoffs.
I'd say not only in your eyes, but in several people's eyes.
Because I am okay with McKinnon and Hall, but why Kopitar over McDavid? 108 points.
Versus mid-90s.
Yeah, I mean, saying 108 is not as valuable to a team as that. I mean, to me, it's just a little stupid. Now, I completely understand the arguments. Well, if, New Jersey or Colorado didn't have those two guys, they probably wouldn't have made the playoffs. Sure, fair enough.
Anze Kopitar, 92 points, 7th overall.
Yeah. It's just hard to say that a guy who finished top 1 in scoring and top 5 in both goals and assists this year wasn't a valuable player to his team.
Yeah.
Because what was he, like 3rd or 4th in goals?
He was technically 6th because last game Malkin and Eric Stahl both scored one more goal than him.
Yeah. Okay, so...
so 6th in goals.
But then number 2 in assists or something. 3rd in assists?
3rd because Wheeler and Giroux tied for 1st.
Yeah, okay. So, but yeah, like 41 goals, 7 assists?
Yep. 108 points.
So, yeah, I guess that's not that valuable to all.
You think if it's based on making the playoffs, why didn't Giroux make it?
Yeah.
2nd overall in points, tied 1st overall
Why
in
didn't
assists.
Kucherov make it?
Why didn't Kucherov
He almost went wire to wire all year in the point race. Why isn't Peke Rene in there?
Evgeny Malkin.
Marc-Andre Fleury.
I don't know.
Which also, one surprising kind of state of just, we remember at the beginning of the year and how unreal Vegas was at their start of the season.
What do you mean beginning of the year? They've been like that all year?
No, I know, but like right away, like we didn't expect them to have that great of a start to a season. But they also had that goalie trouble.
Yeah.
Where they had their, 4th, 5th string
They had
goalie?
a 5th string goal in against Edmonton at one point.
What was
5th
it?
string. He was the starting goalie for the Kootenay Ice.
Wasn't it like Scott Ferguson or something?
Yes. The starting goalie for the Kootenay Ice.
Yeah. And he's playing in the NHL with the Vegas Golden Knights, and they are leading in the 2nd round of the playoffs.
Yep.
I mean...
Not with Ferguson, of course, because
No.
they would not have lasted at all.
But, I mean, it's insane. I mean, it's truly insane. I just do not understand how Gerard Gerland does not win the Jack Adams this year.
Yeah.
I mean, explain one coach that did a better job than what he did this year.
Joel Quenneville. Todd McClellan.
You got to be happy Quenneville is staying in Chicago.
Yeah, I am very much so.
I don't think coaching was an issue at all in Chicago.
No, it was not.
But, I mean...
Speaking of coaching and whatnot, your team fired all the assistant coaches, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Woodcroft wasn't exactly fired. He was...
Demoted?
Demoted, more or less. He's no longer the assistant coach of the Oilers, but now the head coach of the Bakersfield Condors.
Well, maybe this isn't demotion. Maybe this is a promotion to him.
Well, I mean, I look at it, too. I mean, he spent a long time as an assistant coach.
Maybe they're going to try him down there for a year. If they do well, they'll fire McClellan.
I think, too, they look at, who do they have that's good at developing their guys. He does know a lot of the younger guys in the system. So I don't think it's the worst idea. But my big thing is they got to improve their special teams, their power play, penalty kill. That's going to be a gigantic improvement if they can fix that on what just their season was. Because I honestly think with a better power play, better penalty kill, they probably could have been 15 points better.
Could be.
At least 15 points. And then if you had more consecutive production from some of your high-end guys, I think that's another 10 points and 25 more points. That's putting you in a playoff spot, I think.
Potentially, yes.
Because I think they finished off with, 77, I want to say?
Something like that.
So, I mean, now you're kind of getting back to the 100-point plateau, 102. So, it's one off from what they had last year, I believe.
Other notable departures in the NHL. Brian Burke leaves the Flames.
Yeah.
Lamoriello is not coming back as Leafs GM. They announced that before Game 7. Risky business, if you ask me. Say what you want. If you suddenly hear your GM is not coming back, it's like, huh. That's interesting.
I also wonder, too, if everyone knew that prior and they just decided it wasn't going to affect anything. If that was something where a lot of people just knew the circumstance already.
Maybe. Maybe not, though. Who knows?
My thing is, who's going to be the new GM for Toronto?
Brian Burke.
I just don't see that. He did take a job with Sportsnet as an analyst, and I actually didn't really mind him that much. I think he's kind of a dick, but he didn't do that bad of a job.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Shanahan takes up that responsibility.
I can see it.
If they don't find the right guy, I mean... Then again, they have Mike Babcock.
I don't know if he'd want to do both.
I wouldn't be surprised if it either, though.
I'd be a little surprised by that.
But then again, a guy like Joe Newendike and Rob Francis no longer
Part of the
are with the Hurricanes. So.
Which Ron Francis, he was GM and coach, then he became just president of operations, which is something of a demotion from what sounds of it. He didn't want to do that, and they just randomly let him go. And Joe Newendike, who I didn't even know was working with the Hurricanes.
Yeah, he just left.
Up and left because he was just tired of that place.
That management system in Carolina is not in good shape.
Well, alumni to the Carolina Championship team in 06, Jeff O'Neill, says he's embarrassed to be an alumni for that team. Says it's absolutely disgusting what they're doing to that team. It's like they're trying to purposely destroy it so that way they can move it. That's... Especially from a guy who,
won a Stanley Cup with that franchise.
That's strong words.
Can you at least have tanked when you guys put the Oilers? At the very least. If you guys didn't care, I mean, come on.
I don't think he says he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the team now.
No, I'm just saying,
if
the team doesn't care about winning now, I mean, why...
Yeah.
It would have been nice if they just, say, hey, Edmonton, here.
Yeah. Go back in time.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Or probably wouldn't have got McDavid, so, I mean, it's all good.
Who knows?
That's really it for hockey now.
That is really it for hockey now.
Now, any other sports that you were paying attention to in the last week?
Go baseball. The Blue Jays are doing their usual antics of win one, lose one, so there's that.
I did realize that there was a no-hitter.
Is there?
In the last week or so. So that's one that we know of now.
Yes.
Which we had that beer bet.
Yes. It can't cash into October.
Yeah.
Well, September, I guess.
But I have a feeling we're both going to probably forget about this bet.
I feel like we probably will.
So, because I did say at least, 3 or more?
Yeah, and I said 5 or more.
Which is kind of weird, because technically if there was 5, we'd still win.
Yeah. We didn't really think that went through too much.
No.
Whatever.
But if there's 3, or I guess if there's 3 or 4, only 3 or 4 I win.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have to go back in history.
Yeah. We probably will forget about this.
But we won't. The NFL had their draft. A lot of players got undrafted and signed. My team actually made some news in the way of they offered an undrafted 3-year deal. Apparently he had signed a tryout with the Indianapolis Colts. Like a tryout deal. And then the Saints offered him a 3-year contract to be on the roster, and he took that over Indy. Apparently Indy's not too happy about not having him try out.
Fuck Indiana.
But, I mean, it's all about the game. How you play it.
Yeah, Triple H.
So.
That's foreshadowing there, folks. Foreshadowing.
Hey! Yeah, so it's like a dick Indy.
It's Indiana, mind you.
Indianapolis.
That too.
But yeah. So, and then, apparently that Shaquan Griffin, the guy who got drafted by the Seattle Seahawks, who only has one hand.
Yeah, it's one hand.
Yeah, apparently out of all the jerseys that came out of the draft, he is the 4th highest selling rookie jersey from the draft.
The 4th highest?
4th highest, and apparently the first one Apparently, Baker Mayfield, who was the first overall pick, has a number 2. Barkley, who is the second pick, I think has number 1, which is kind of funny.
Where did he get drafted?
He went to the New York Giants.
Gotcha.
With the number 2 pick. Yeah, and then Jaquan Griffin had the number 4. And he was like pick 147 in the whole draft.
Wow.
So, yeah. Pretty much every other one in the top 5 was like a higher pick, except for his. So, yeah.
Good for him.
He gets to reunite with his twin brother in Seattle, so that's...
He's a twin brother?
Yeah.
Is that guy missing a hand too? On the other side? They could run down the field holding stubs?
Their high fives would be... That's going to be like a stub 5.
Ew. It'd be like a stub 1?
I don't think his twin brother has lost a hand. I think he has both hands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
There we go. On to wrestling?
Well, we might as well.
Oh! And, close game between Cleveland and Toronto in the second round of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, do you know
It was 105-105 with like 2 minutes left. No idea what's going on there.
All right. Well, that's...
So, yeah, there's that.
That's some false hope right there, is what you kind of left.
Sure. I don't really care, but sure. Go Chicago.
So, go Chicago.
Go Chicago.
So, Cleveland actually won in OT, 113-112.
Haha, that's funny.
So,
Toronto's leading like the entire game.
And New Orleans is right now beating Golden State, so haha.
That's also great. What's that? Is that the first game of the series?
No, Warriors are up 1-0.
Go Pelicans.
It's also 29-27 at the end of one quarter, so not really anything. 7-4 final for Winnipeg.
7-4.
So there has to be an empty net goal in there somewhere. I'm looking at it right now. There is 2 empty net goals. So really a 5-4 game. So empty net goals I don't really count to, unless they're end up as game winners, which I think are the funniest things in the world.
Yes.
Sup,
girl? Sup, sluts?
Yeah.
No,
So now we can go to wrestling.
Let's start with the Greatest Royal Rumble match.
Yes, where everyone participated in the Rumble, but no women were allowed to perform. Yet.
Because of religion things.
Yeah. Which was not the only religious political thing there, because Sami Zayn could not have participated.
Because he's a terrorist.
Because of him being a
of Syrian descent?
Yeah, Syrian descent. That's a good way of putting it. And with the war between Saudi Arabia and Syria, not a good idea. And Sami Zayn has that Sami for Syria campaign going on with a lot of Arabic on his gear. Which I don't know why he could have just had gear that didn't have Arabic on it. But
I think it's because he's known to be supporting that. That's what they don't like.
So, out of respect, he didn't travel. He didn't partake.
It's a weekend off. That's nice.
So, Drew McIntyre wasn't there due to him being...
Visa issues.
Yeah, he was called up on the day of the shake-up, and because of that, they didn't have time to actually get his work visa to allow Saudi Arabia, therefore he didn't work. Also, Big Show not there.
He's injured again, apparently. Apparently, he hurt himself while trying to come back from previous injury right before Mania. Which is too bad. But anyway, let's get into it. First match on the card, John Cena versus Triple H. John Cena versus Triple H. Or, as I like to call him,
the one thing I like to say, John, if you're going to grow out your hair, you do realize there's this giant circle that...
Give in! Become a bald brethren!
There's a giant circle on that head that isn't really growing any. So, you might want to,
Rogaine!
Yeah, that head can't...
Propecia!
It's,
Propecia.
That part of your head is telling your hair, can't see me.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
So, that actually wasn't a bad match.
No, I thought it was a...
Straightforward to the point, you know?
Before we actually dive into all the matches, I thought this show was actually really good and entertaining. So, with that being said, this match was,
I'd give it 3.75 tag struggles out of 5.
You got what, like 30 plus world titles out of these guys?
Yeah. 16, there's 30. 30 world titles alone.
14, yeah.
Then there's a good 12 secondaries and I think 4 tag titles between all of them.
Yeah, so I mean,
Tons of titles, like 300 titles each.
yeah. So, clearly, what did you expect other than a pretty, like, obviously both guys are going to tell a good story. They're going nothing technically is going to be wrong, even though we saw another possible phantom bump by Cena.
That happens.
Shop. The one thing, Cena's probably one of the most safest guys to work with, simply because he's never going to really hurt you.
Yep.
But at least make it look like you're coming close. That's all I can ask. But yeah, I mean, Cena does get the win with a barrage of attitude adjustments.
Yes, 300 attitude adjustments. As many attitude adjustments as there were championship titles between the two men in the match. And John Cena gets the win. Second match, Cedric Alexander defending his title against Kalisto.
Which, actually, Kalisto, I thought, outperformed Cedric Alexander in this match.
Match was alright. I'll be honest, I didn't really care about it.
You know, I don't care too much about watching Cedric Alexander. And
Because you're racist.
no, because
You hate black people.
I know. I find
Hashtag Perish hates black people.
PHBP.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did I actually go in with that?
I don't know.
Just go along with it, bro. No, if he was to dial down his moveset a little bit and amped up his selling and his psychology of the moves, I would be a huge fan. But it's just there's so many moves of him that look awesome, but I just don't care for.
Because he goes from one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next,
Yeah,
to the next, to the next.
It's just a matter
There's
of...
a way you can do all those moves and make them mean something.
Can that guy even do a 5-minute match? Because
Well, this match was 10
It
minutes.
seems like every match they have is just, boom, 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 and you just gotta slow down once in a while.
Yeah.
So, it'd be nice if he did that once in a while, and maybe he could bring in more people.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was a 10-minute match, but it felt like it was not quite that long because of how fast it went.
Well,
But anyway, Cedric Alexander retains.
I did like the finish, where Kalisto went for Salida del Sol, but as soon as he did the flip, he counted that into the lumbar.
Yes, that was pretty cool. I like that.
So yeah, so it was a creative finish, but
That's actually all I remember. That, and then kind of like the rest of the match to me kind of reminds me of Taz from Looney Tunes. Just a bunch of swirling and screaming.
there was a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I mean, that's kind of 205 Live in a nutshell.
Screaming?
No, just a lot of things go really fast, but you don't remember it.
It's like my sex life. It goes by really fast, and I'm not really sure what happens. And there's a lot of screaming. People in the bus don't appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And I still don't know why you scream so much.
I don't know. I just I enjoy it. So
Is it in yet? Okay, fine.
Okay, boy. Next match. It's the Deleters of Worlds versus The Bar. The Bar.
Yeah, and
Good match. Great match. Called it.
do you remember the match?
I do.
I don't.
You don't?
Not really.
I enjoyed it.
I actually didn't think this was one of the Bar's better matches, to be honest.
No, they've had better matches, but overall, I still enjoyed it.
I thought... I was kind of actually hoping the Bar would win so they would stay on Raw, because then there'd be a little bit more emphasis on the Raw Tag Division, with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy winning the tag titles. I'm just questioning the long-term plan for Raw's tag division.
They're going to feud again soon. It's not a long-term plan. It's like the first time that he won the tag titles. They're going to lose them right away in about a month. He's going to win the Universal Championship, and then he's going to lose that at WrestleMania to Randy Orton. That's the plan. But I guess it would be SummerSlam and Universal title.
Yeah.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. And then we followed that matchup, which, we said that Wyatt and Matt Hardy won. And our new tag team champions of Raw. Followed that up with Jeff Hardy defending his United States title versus Jinder Mahal.
Yes, and we both can honestly say we don't remember this match at all.
I remember the Phantom Bump.
See, I don't remember that. The only thing I remember is their entrances.
And then Jeff Hardy giving another stiff Swanton Bomb.
Yeah. He, on Adrian Christian's podcast, says he sometimes does stiff people.
Actually, it sounds like he regularly does it now to protect himself. That's great.
But, I mean, it's not that hard to not get stiffed on that move.
Yeah, whatever.
Some people just don't do it.
Yeah.
So.
Point is, yeah. He did the whisper in the wind at one point and missed completely, and Jinder Mahal so bumped. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good Canadian boy. Right on.
This is why your world title reign really worked.
Yeah. Participation ribbon.
Yeah.
So Jeff Hardy retains. Hooray.
But he's not the number one participation. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even say he actually full on gets the top participation ribbon award for this event.
Fair enough. Next match is SmackDown Tag Team titles between the Bludgeon Brothers, who are the champs, Harper and Rowan, versus the Uso, Jimmy and Jay. I liked it. It was a 5-minute match, short, sweet. Bludgeon Brothers kicked the ever-living crap out of Usos and retained.
Yeah, the one thing I actually enjoy about the Bludgeon Brothers is that these are two big guys who can just beat you up.
I like to slap each other in the face.
Yeah. But the one thing is this is a different Luke Harper and Eric Rowan than when they first started tagging.
Yeah, they're older.
Yeah. But this is kind of the way that they should have been used, I thought, beforehand. Because we remember the Harper-Rowan-Uso feud.
Which was fantastic.
Especially the 2 out of 3 falls match they had.
Fantastic.
Where the Usos actually defeated Harper and Rowan. And
Also
now it
fantastic.
seems like both teams have actually reinvented themselves. And just reinvented a new life for one another, or for each other.
Yep.
So the Usos now have the Uso Penitentiary, and they go kind of on there. They have more of a badass mean streak in them, whereas Luke Harper and Rowan,
They carry hammers and try to murder people.
yeah, which
It works.
I don't mind at all.
It's a little bit of all right.
But they also
A
don't.
little bit of murder.
They still kind of don't talk. They don't really do much in the sense of that aspect. But they don't need the mouthpiece anymore like Bray Wyatt. They don't need anything like that to help get them over. People know what they get when they see them, and they deliver on that. So.
Yep, I agree. So yeah, they retain. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Next, on to possibly the best match of the card, the Intercontinental Ladder match.
Yeah. I really like the finish to this match.
Champion Seth Rollins defending against Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz.
Yeah.
Good match.
Which kind of, if The Miz lost the match at WrestleMania, got a rematch in the ladder match, why does he get another one at Backlash?
Spoilers.
Well, no, because we knew that even beforehand.
Spoiler.
Why?
I don't know, because politics. Because he just had a baby, and
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
his wife's cans are still huge.
Two very, very circular round reasons why.
Milky thighs.
Yeah, milky reasons why.
Yes. Spot Fest, great time, good stuff, enjoyed.
Seth Rollins ended up retaining this title.
And actually, it got a different good way. I liked it.
Yeah, and it wasn't, the finish kind of came down to Finn Balor climbing up the ladder, kind of got the better of The Miz and Samoa Joe. So as it looks like he was about to climb and get the title, Seth Rollins jumped off
The springboard.
springboard onto the ladder and just competitively beat him to the title and grabbed it before Finn Balor could.
Yep.
Which actually
Worked out really well.
yeah, and it was different. We didn't see that, oh no, he's going to get it, I got to beat him to it kind of approach. So, I know, it was a different ending to a ladder match, especially when you looked at how the last one in NXT TakeOver New Orleans went.
So incredibly well.
Yeah. You wanted to make sure that it wasn't, comparable in that way to that one. It stood out, and I think it did. So yeah. Also just shows how much work guys like Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Miz, Seth Rollins are putting in right now, and they're the true workhorses right now of that company.
Agreed. So he retains. Good for him. Moving on to the next match of the card, AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, this is the one match I don't think either one of us expected the finish.
I said that AJ would retain. I didn't think this way.
Yeah.
And this way being
But
double count.
you also said he'd retain with the implication that he would beat Shinsuke. I said Shinsuke would walk out as the champion, implying that he would beat AJ, whereas the end, nobody actually beat anybody.
Yep. Oh, side note, Pilar just stole third. Top of the 10th between Toronto and Minnesota, 4-4.
Do you remember when he stole second, third, and home?
Good days. That's why he's my
But
favorite.
this was earlier in the year.
I know, that's why he's my favorite.
Solid.
But this AJ Shinsuke Nakamura match, they ended up fighting on the outside, and then it ended double countout, which I didn't really not like. It was different. I didn't mind it.
The fact, I think a lot of people knew going in that, this feud wasn't going to be settled this show. I don't know. I still looked at, when you saw everything from WrestleMania, that the fact that it took this story to a new level where you can actually enjoy a good long feud between the two guys. This match kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
You had a little bit more ingredients known. Like, you knew Shinsuke was going to do whatever it took, while AJ was going to try to beat him straight up. Now you saw kind of AJ wanting to physically hurt him.
Yeah.
And that kind of led to this result. So now it's a personal story. So I like the direction of this is going. And then you're going to see it now, which is now that we know it's a no DQ match at Backlash. Hopefully they just get the proper time to showcase.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think about Shinsuke's new music?
Love it. Changed it up. It's same basic tone, sounds similar, but different enough with music so people can't sing along with it.
With lyrics, you mean?
Whatever, same thing. Music, lyrics. I can't understand it, so it sounds like music to me.
Yeah, it seems like there's a Japanese rapper.
Or a Japanese punk band of some sort or
yeah.
something. It's good though, I like it. It's
But
good.
I like it in the sense of, if Shinsuke is going heel, one of the babyface aspects to him was his music, where everybody liked to sing along his music. With that lyrics involved now, you can't really sing along with it, because the lyrics kind of prevent you from that. So, in a weird way, you're actually taking the fans away from cheering him a little bit more now. So,
yeah.
Very well. Little things. Good job.
Indeed. Next match. Undertaker defeats Rusev and Aiden English in a casket match.
Yeah.
I mean, straight to the point. Rusev and Aiden English together hit Undertaker's weaknesses, that being that he's getting older. It was solid. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think I remember saying this to Mrs. Meniac. When Undertaker is willing to work with a guy of Rusev's stature, especially in a casket match, kind of on the stage, says a lot about their perception of what Rusev is as a worker.
Yes.
Not to mention, not everyone gets to face Undertaker nowadays, so the fact that Rusev got this opportunity to work with Undertaker I think there's going to be big plans for Rusev moving forward.
Yeah.
I think this is a step in that direction. Not to mention Rusev Day over in Saudi Arabia.
Super over.
Not as over as The Undertaker.
No. Or as Cena or Triple H.
Or as the Burn It Down.
That was pretty big, yeah.
So, which, by the way, if anybody watched Raw, Seth Rollins, super over in Montreal as well.
You know who else is? The guys from Montreal.
Yeah.
Super over.
But I would actually go out and say Seth Rollins was more over in Montreal than Owens and Zayn.
Considering that they're heels.
Yeah, but they didn't really care about...
No,
healing.
I did like the fact that they were shamelessly pandering. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but needless to say, I mean...
I can't comment because I haven't seen that far into the show.
No, but I'm going back to the Rusev Undertaker match.
Okay.
Seeing how we don't like to stay on point very long.
What?
Whoa, squirrel.
Squirrel?
But yeah, so we knew... We kind of had a realization that Undertaker was going to win this match. I don't think you go to Saudi Arabia with the Undertaker in a casket match and not have him win.
Well, you never know.
But at the end of the day, you guys see Undertaker win a casket match. Rusev gets a very good rub in that way. So, all in all, very productive match.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Somewhere in here, I'm not sure where, but somewhere in here they had a little promo thing for the 4 prospects that they seem to have signed, I guess you'd say, from Saudi Arabia that are going to go train at the Performance Center. And then you had the Daivaris, and Arya and Shaun.
Yeah.
Came out and did a little thing, hey, I'm from Iran, and we're better than you all suck. And then these 4 guys beat up the Daivari. Well, beat up Shaun Daivari. Well, Arya watched in horror on the sidelines. And apparently Arya Daivari got death threats because of this. That's a little intense, don't you think?
Yeah, do you know, did they say, like, where these death threats came from?
Well, because apparently he was portraying someone of Iranian culture, and apparently people from Iran and people from Saudi Arabia kind of clash, and how dare he come into their country, etc., etc. I guess, I don't know.
Wow.
Anyways, so, not cool, Saudi Arabia. Not cool.
Be better.
Yeah, B-Tag Struggle-licious. Moving on. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns in a steel cage match. Sweet finish.
Yes.
First and foremost, I mean, the match was, whatever. It's what do you expect from a Roman and Brock in a Brocktagon match?
Well, I mean, if you expect them to be technicians in the ring or to put on a good story, you're going to be sadly mistaken. But if you knew they're going to go in there and just beat the living hell out of each other, that's exactly what they do. And let's face it, it never gets old. It never gets boring.
No.
However, I think I'm ready to see post-Lesnar Reigns. No.
You're ready to see Lesnar get posted by Reigns?
I'm waiting to see what's next. No. I think I'm in that sense.
I believe it'll be Reigns versus Samoa Joe.
No, but, you don't...
Oh, after title.
Yeah.
Brock post-title.
I want to see, you're not going to see Reigns and Joe in a long feud because of the different brands.
Brock and Braun.
We're just seeing that at Backlash. However, it didn't seem like on Raw Reigns was finished with Lesnar because the controversy was the finish of the match saw Roman Reigns spear Lesnar through the cage door.
No, it wasn't even the cage door. It was just literally part of the cage.
Oh, yeah.
The entire...
Well, through the cage, that became a new cage door.
The chain link portion of it just flew right out.
And we both thought Roman Reigns landed first.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because the premise of this is both feet have touched the ground first. Yeah. Roman's definitely touched first.
However...
Hashtag Roman touched first.
However, they deemed Lesnar did. He retained his title. And on Raw, I guess, Roman Reigns actually kind of complained a little bit.
And the referee actually admitted he was wrong.
Yeah. And now a lot of people are speculating, Roman's turning heel. And I'm going to actually counter this with a point here. We're all living this weird thing called life.
I hate it.
If we know there's an actual, stay with me, but if there was this championship title of life which was
no one would get
the
it.
richest prize to life. And you had
Sex.
You had a chance to get that, and that's how you didn't get it. Wouldn't you be a little pissed and bitchy about it?
I'd be pissed and bitchy if I was Roman Reigns. But not even because I lost title, just because I was Roman Reigns.
Do you know how much conditioner I go through in a day?
No, because I'm fucking bald, Perish.
I'm just saying, that's what Roman Reigns, that's his problem.
Fair enough.
I don't use
300
conditioner, I
gallons.
use 2 in 1.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I mean, if you had a chance to grab the richest prize in the world, in what you're doing, and by a technicality, you didn't get it, and that technicality actually was badly officiated.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have.
So it's almost like getting a goal in overtime and having it called back only to have San Jose score in double overtime on you. It's a lot like that.
Not exactly the same, but similar in the sense of Vegas had
Had it wrapped up. They had the title. It was
they
there,
had a
and they
badly
lost.
mistaken call
By the referee?
go against them.
Yeah.
But in this case, in the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns, the official actually admitted that he made a mistake, whereas in the hockey game, no such thing.
It's because the referees don't make mistakes in hockey.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think Roman Reigns being a little upset about it, he's legitimate in that aspect.
Yes.
I would actually be more sympathetic with him there. However, I don't give a shit either. I just don't want to see Roman Reigns as champion, so.
Yeah. And then match number 10 is the
10.
50-man Royal Rumble. The Greatest Royal Rumble, blah, blah, blah. And it was, we found out afterwards, for the Greatest Royal Rumble Championship, which is so random. Why does it need a championship?
We thought there was just a trophy that I don't think the winner actually touched.
No, he didn't.
But they made a new title for it, which had a green strap, which really green.
I didn't hate it, but it's like, there's no need for this title to be the thing.
Which is just a variation of the WWE
Which is
World
basically-
Universal title with a different strap and a Saudi Arabia design.
Really, it just means that whoever won this has to go back and defend it in Saudi Arabia.
Well, they're going back. They already know they're going back.
He has to defend it.
So,
But, so a couple of shout-outs. First to Daniel Bryan for lasting an hour and 16 minutes, 16 seconds.
Yeah.
New Rumble record.
Yep.
Good for him. Also to, who was it? I believe
He
it
entered
was-
number 1 and actually saw the 50th competitor.
Yes. Also, shout out to the winner and the guy who eliminated the most people, Braun Strowman.
No. We didn't pick him, and he seemed
No,
a lot more
I
obvious.
I was convinced it would be Daniel Bryan. I don't know why. I was convinced it would be, and for the longest time, we were damn near right.
Yeah, for 76 minutes
Yeah.
and 17 seconds.
Yeah. Also, Roderick Strong, Tucker Knight, and then a couple random NXT guys
Yeah,
I have never heard of.
Dan Mantha was one of them.
And Babatunda.
Oh, him!
Who the hell is that?
Oh, you don't know.
Oh, you didn't know? Like Dan Mantha. I thought he was a coach.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Well, I mean, there's some surprise. Did you hear about, we saw Hornswoggle.
Yeah, Great Khali.
Um,
Rey Mysterio.
yeah, who is advertised. Apparently, there was supposed to be a match between Hornswoggle and Robbie Arroyo, who we both know, who was flown down to Saudi Arabia, but they decided not to do the match and have Hornswoggle in, so Robbie actually flew down to Saudi Arabia for nothing.
But he got to go. That's sweet.
Yeah, so hopefully he got paid, too, because that would be
Well,
a ring.
even if he didn't get paid, hopefully everything was paid for so he didn't have to worry about it.
That would have been, I mean, let's hope he didn't get shortchanged, is all I'm saying. Yeah.
Friend of the podcast. Listens under the table.
Mhm.
Also Mark Henry and a guy named Hiroki Sumi.
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Clearly he's a sumo wrestler. But why? Why was he there?
He's not your fitness advisor?
You can go fuck right off.
I'm just saying, he can be mine.
No.
I wonder if he likes rice.
Probably.
No. So, anything surprise? Well, I think the participation award.
The official gold participation award goes to Titus World Slide,
who apparently didn't get the memo that when you run down to the ring, you're supposed to run down and go into the ring. You're not supposed to run down, trip over your feet, and fall underneath the apron.
Yep.
So all of him almost actually cleared, which was the impressive part.
It was a hell of a slide.
And then he got back up, went in the ring, and had that little second of like, okay, I'm in. What do I do? Okay, see you guys. Let's go to him. Which was really funny.
Yes, it was.
So yeah. Titus, thank you. Thank you.
For all the memes, the gifs, the laughs, and the love.
Yeah. And also, thank you to the commentating team.
Yeah, you know what? Byron Saxton didn't suck horribly this show. Hey, Toronto won 7-4. Good for them.
In
Go
what?
Blue Jays.
Oh, baseball. Totally forgot.
In the 10th.
Totally forgot about that.
And then, what was it? Corey Graves was always stellar. Michael Cole was actually really funny. They seemed loosey-goosey. They seemed like they're having a good time. I enjoyed listening to the commentary while watching the matches.
What I found out through Jericho's Twitter, nobody actually was drunk because Saudi Arabia is a dry country.
Well, there you go.
So, don't know.
Speaking of which, Jericho came in number 50.
Yeah.
Only lasted 3 minutes and 18 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Before being eliminated by Braun.
Brought his light up scarf though.
Yes, it was nice.
So that was nice to see.
It was nice.
What was your most, other than the Titus World Slide, what did you enjoy most about the Royal Rumble?
I don't know. The Titus World Slide was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Daniel Bryan just lasting that long and just seemed like he could have gone another half hour.
Yeah.
That was impressive as hell.
He had an interview afterwards saying that he was feeling tired, but then when Roddy Strong came in and lit him the fuck up.
His chest looked like broken hamburger.
Yeah. He said he was revitalized, re-energized, and was ready to go and did not feel tired near the end of it. 76 minutes, 17 seconds. A month into his new part of his career.
Match number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't lost a single step. In fact, he might have actually gotten better.
Yeah, I agree fully. There's a miniature Zamboni going through the parking lot. That is fucking captivating. That is absolutely amazing. I wish we had video, because that is so cool. I want it.
Well, if you drive by us, I will record a video.
Anyways, that's it for Greatest Royal Rumble. Now, let us move on to Backlash preview.
Yeah, do our Backlash predictions, I guess.
Let's predict the lash of backs.
You said dick.
Let's dick Backlash. So, I'm just going to go in the order that the matches are announced on here.
Sounds good.
AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a no disqualification match.
I'm actually going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura once again.
This one, I will say, is Nakamura's time. Finally, after losing a couple, he'll finally win the title in this one. No disqualification. I think AJ Styles does some stuff, but I think he's too, we'll say, pure of heart He'll try and win it the old-fashioned way, and he'll get screwed over. I think he's going to kick Nakamura right in his dick, though. And that'll be fun to see.
Yeah, I do think we're going to see a low blow from AJ Styles. I'm actually going to go in two things. If AJ wins, it's because of a low blow. If he loses, it's actually going to go... There could be something... I think the low blow will play a factor in this match in some way or shape or form.
That makes sense. I bet you it'll be teased a few times.
Or somebody wears a cup.
Yeah. That's very possible.
I think Shinsuke could win cheaply, and the fans are going to be left to say, "Come on!"
I like it.
So, yeah.
Very good. If you can hear that, it's not our fault. We didn't do it.
Scott Steiner is booked in Edmonton to do some math teaching.
Apparently, 2 different fire trucks just showed up here. Right on.
Like, we knew this podcast was hot. We didn't know it was on fire.
Red how? Red how? Second match. Seth Rollins defending his Intercontinental title in a singles match versus The Miz.
Yeah, and I
I'm
don't
gonna
see
say Rollins.
Yeah, I don't see
I
Rollins losing this title at all. Even though I do believe that this is isn't there still a possibility where we can see the Intercontinental title go back to SmackDown and the US title go back to Raw? Is that a possibility? No,
it's not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Seth Rollins for sure.
And then next match, Jeff Hardy defending the US title versus Randy Orton.
Really? I'm surprised this is not a triple threat with Benjamin getting the win over Orton.
Maybe it will be that we haven't seen or read on SmackDown. I don't know. Maybe they announced it the day of. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Jeff Hardy wins.
I agree.
But I do think that you're gonna potentially see a heel turn from Randy Orton.
He's a heel already in my books. I don't like him. Nia Jax can defend against Alexa Bliss. I'm going to say Nia Jax retains.
Unless you see some interference with Mickie James. I do think you're going to see something with her.
I think you'll see some of that, but I think she'll retain anyways. They wouldn't build up this much just to have her lose in a month.
No.
She's not Sasha Banks after all.
You never know.
True story.
I don't think a lot of us expected Sasha Banks to be Sasha Banks in title defenses.
True story. Next match for that, Carmella defending the SmackDown Women's title versus Charlotte Flair. I think personally Carmella retains.
I think the Iconics are going to help her out.
Yeah, via some outside interference or something dastardly.
Mella is money.
Mella is money. As long as she's, able to be opened up like my bank account. And emptied.
Willing for deposits.
Yeah. But yeah. Next, Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. I hope it's Joe. It's probably going to be Reigns because he lost. I'm going to say it's probably going to be Reigns, even though I want Joe to win.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go with Joe. And I'm actually going to... Because I don't think a loss affects Reigns. And I think with the way they're going here, I can see Reigns getting more out of a win than Reigns will. Or so I can see Joe getting more out of a win than Reigns does.
Yeah.
So, I think a win for Joe means more than a Reigns loss, so...
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I can't see them having Reigns lose 2 in a row to 2 different people.
But I have a feeling they might set something bigger up with Reigns, so I'm going to go Samoa
fair
Joe
enough.
there.
Okay. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. I can't see Daniel Bryan's first singles match at pay-per-view be a loss.
I can, and here's why. I don't think a loss kills Daniel Bryan.
No.
Technically, he hasn't lost yet since
true.
he's been back. Don't count the Rumble because it's not a pin.
Or submission.
Also, I don't see why you would have Big Cass lose this in a way like this. So, if anything, if Big Cass doesn't win by pin here, I do think you're going to see a no finish, kind of like what you saw with AJ and Nakamura at the Rumble.
Or like a DQ loss or DQ win for Daniel Bryan. Because he gets like a low blow or chair or something.
Or Big Cass gets himself disqualified.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And the last match I have on here is Braun and Bobby versus Kevin and Sammy.
You know what? I'm going to go with Kevin and Sammy only because they haven't had much.
I don't see why Braun and Bobby are a team. I don't see why this is really a match, but I mean, I guess it gets them on the card. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
And I just don't think they're doing anything with Bobby Lashley right now, so I honestly think he might take the pin out of this.
Makes sense. Makes him turn heel on Braun. Maybe they do a little program.
Maybe. For
the world's greatest tag team champ, or the world's greatest Royal Rumble title, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, here's my thing. Can that title only be defended in Royal Rumbles?
Or can it only be defended in Saudi Arabia in Royal Rumbles? We don't know.
Does he get his own nameplates on it? Just asking.
Get these Saudi Arabian hands?
Get these plates?
Get these plates. About my face. Yeah.
He would just have that Monster Among Men logo on it, I would assume.
You would assume so, yes.
Having Get These Hands would be kind of funny.
It would. I also am a fan of people who have two different plates. I like that.
Yeah, it's a little different. I think Charlotte actually has.
Charlotte did that.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens did that.
Doesn't... there's a... who else? I know, but then again, I mean, if you have a really nice plate, it's okay to have it twice. Like, AJ's I like.
Yeah. Cena had two.
Yeah, except that you can't see me in the hustle, loyalty, and respect anymore. Yeah, I don't know about Lesnar if he has the same...
I'm pretty sure he does.
Because I know in one episode of Raw, they had Paul Heyman come down with the title, and they had one Lesnar plate on and one WWE plate on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows a little bit more creativity. I don't mind the sign plate. It's a lot better than the name plate.
I agree. I agree. So what about CWC this past weekend? Did you have a good time?
Not a bad time.
I advanced in the Canada Cup.
I decided...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go.
I defeated a... What the hell would you call him?
I would call him a guy who doesn't know who the fuck he is.
Fair enough. A T.S. Stone or a Dylan Cutler?
I would say T.S. Cutler going through some head trauma, thinking he's Dylan Stone, and you're doing what I've done before, and that's beat either T.S. Cutler or Dylan Stone, so...
I've done that too. To both of them as well.
But on the same night.
Yeah. So, good times.
Yeah. Then I just decided, you know what? Nobody has beaten me in CWC. Don't need a match. There's no reason to have a match. Massive Damage put his nose in my business. And then I just said, you know what? Screw it. If he wants a match with me, win the cup. Get your title match. I'll wait for you then.
Smart.
But he's not going to win it because you're in it.
Damn right.
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason I decide I don't want to win it, Big Show Nasty's in it. Shaun Martens.
Mm-hmm.
You can give her. He can win it.
It's kind of like we got this thing covered.
Cup covered. For show.
It's just saying, if anybody's going to fill the cup, Tag Struggle's got this cup.
Yeah, we're going to piss in that cup.
Or drink a lot of Banquet. Or Miller High Life.
And then piss in that cup.
And then eat some
hot dogs.
Yes. Phil Kessel style.
Yeah.
No pee.
Phil Kesselbration. Celebration.
Not after, or not before the pee. Yeah, before the peeing.
We'll wait and see how it goes.
I don't want pee on my hot dog.
Don't piss in the hot dog, then just piss in the cup. Don't put your hot dogs in the cup.
Where else am I going to put them?
I don't care.
It's actually not even that clean of a cup. We might want to wash that thing first.
We're definitely going to want to wash it.
Yeah. That's why I didn't hold it for that long.
Yeah,
Gross.
Fair enough. Should we do advertising, or we're going to be coming up? Your choice. Dealer's choice.
Well, I said where we're going to be next. This Saturday, MPW presents the Monster Survival Monster Match. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
Survival of the Tagist?
It's, Monster Survival, where it's Tag Struggle 3 with the Cheetah Bear, beating
Cheetah
him
Bears.
up on the Cat's Meow.
Cheetah Bear struggles. Yeah.
Tag Cheetah Struggles. Tag Cheetah Bear with a lot of threes.
3.
So yeah, this Saturday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Right after May the 4th be with you?
Yeah. Right before May the 6th be with you.
Revenge of the 6th. Actually, I think it's the 5th. Revenge of the 5th. Cinco de Mayo!
May the Revenge of the 6th be with you.
A little much, but we can look at it. Basically, the day before Backlash.
So yeah, 9210 118th Alberta Ave Community Hall. Doors are at 7:30. You want tickets? Hit us up. 15 advance, 20 at the door. But you want your advance. Save yourself $5. Because if you save yourself $5, you can then go to whatamaneuver.net and use that $5 you saved to go buy some sweet gear, some original The Struggle gear, or perhaps you want to go a little bit more retro with your retro WE gear.
I see what you did there.
Or use that $5 that you saved for those events tickets when you come to Monster Pro this Saturday night and come get one of your brand new Tag Struggle 3 shirts.
I like it.
Yeah.
We'll be set up ringside before show, intermission. We're doing the whole PWG ringside selling.
We'll be set up. You'll be fired up. Come get dressed up.
I'll be horned up.
And then after the show,
we'll get fucked up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, backbreakervod.pimshow.com. Use Tag Struggle promo to get 3 months half off after you get 2 weeks for free. You can watch that Sunday before Backlash when you're hungover as fuck from hanging out with yo boys, Tag Struggle.
You know what's also good when you're hungover?
What's that?
Going back and checking out Backbreaker Media and checking out all of the first 72 and now this one, number 73, all your favorite episodes of The Sounds of Struggle.
Where would you find something like that?
Backbreaker Media.
It'll be on Spotify, perhaps?
Well, yeah. I mean, iTunes, I would assume. Google Play.
Podbean, podcast player.
Yeah.
You could even, if you really hate your life, look it up on YouTube.
Yeah. But I wouldn't suggest it because they're asswipes.
Yes, they are.
A little bit of shit monkeys.
Dick ticklers.
Cum dumpsters.
Pornographic fornicators.
People from Bosnia.
Too far.
But not wrong.
Didn't say that. Just too far. All one Bosnian listeners, we love you. You're fucking weird, but we love you.
Manfield people.
You take that back. Manville is the best place.
I said Manfield.
Manfield is the field for Rocket League, which is in Manville.
No.
That's not the point. We're going to have to talk about here. This Saturday, come watch us do what we do best. Me, your heavyweight champion. You, the provincial champion.
You're provincial champion.
Shaun Martens, the headline champion.
Well, I mean...
And Cheetah Bear.
1/3 of the CWC take. Or, yeah, 1/3 of the CWC take champs.
Yes.
With
and you, the CWC
heavyweight.
Heavyweight champion.
Champion of the heavyweight caliber of the Canadian Wrestling Coalition.
And Jude Dawkins, the Cheetah Bear champion? He does have a title or a belt of some sort.
He has a nice fur coat. Fur coat champion.
It's Mink, I think.
Mink coat champion.
It's Mink coat Cheetah Bear struggles.
Championship mink material.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. That's all I got, bud.
Yeah. We lost in 70 minutes.
That's what she said.
I was trying to go 1 minute and 6 minutes. Well, I mean, I guess it's 69 minutes and counting, almost 70 minutes. So I think this does it for episode 73 of The Sounds of Struggle. And yeah, check us out next week for episode 74.
I had something for this. The Jake DeBrusque episode.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew you could do it.
Hooray.
Yeah, we are 2/3 of the tag struggle.
Also, hopefully next week, maybe we can convince Shaun Martens do a little bit of Vegas stories. And maybe finally get on the podcast to do a little bit of his tour stories from up north. Maybe we'll one day eventually get him on and he'll have like a year's worth of stories. And that's all we'll do.
I think he's just egging us on right now.
Being kind of a jerk.
He's making us wait.
He's being kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
Like a girl on the third date. Is he going to make us wait? Is he? Ah, that fucker is.
Well, I'm not going to whistle around the issue.
There you go.
So, yeah, I'm Chris Perish.
I'm Meniac.
We're 2/3 of the tag struggle 3.
We're real.
And we are a little bit.
A spectacular alright.
Yeah, we're a lot of alright.
Yeah, we're strugglelicious, bitch.
We're droozing. Yeah, it's a little bit of dripping and oozing right there. I made up a new word.
That sounds gross. I like it. I'm in.
Of the strugglelicious juice that is a little bit of alright called Tag Struggle 3.
Peaches.
It's peachy, bitch.
Yeah.
But we are out of here because we found that squirrel and we're gonna go find it. So,
Oh, cop! Fuck! Run!
yeah, we can't tell you what we did, but we gotta go. Later, bitches.
When your heart's pounding out of your chest, you can feel the shaking as you're running out of breath. If you're ready to run,